China Township Board meeting to order for May 16th, 2022. Get the pledge of allegiance, or roll call first. Sorry.
Roll call. Treasurer Hart?
Here.
Trustee Babel? Here. Trustee Blackstock?
Here.
Trustee Knotts?
Here.
Trustee Richley?
Here.
Clerk Matei here. Supervisor Westrick?
Here. Allegiance. Pledge of
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda for approval. Do we hear a motion?
So moved.
Support.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting minutes from the last meeting. I hear a motion for approval.
So moved.
Support.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Presentations, none. Public comment? TV guy want to talk? None. Consent agenda. First one is financial reports. Second, Marine City Area Fire Authority Run Report for April. And of course, April's report for St. Clair Area Fire Authority. Park meeting minutes, April 2022. And the historical meeting minutes from April 2022. Comments, questions?
Yeah, you got more stuff in your packet than I did.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Has there been a motion? Do we have support?
Support.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Disbursements, payroll, $38,593.32. Payroll second account is $213.12. Accounts payable, $53,426.55. EFTs were $59,103.44. E-checks, $302.30. Invoices, $109,993.40. Motion for approval on the disbursements.
So move.
Support.
Any questions? Clerk, please call the roll.
Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Blackstock?
Yes.
Trustee Knotts?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Clerk Matei, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. Under old business, the letter of engagement for the municipal financial advisor, drinking water funds, there was a correction onto it, typographical error, cover page. Correct amount for the service is $30,265. It was incorrectly on the last one that we approved at the last meeting. This is, again, money that will come out of the bond once it's issued, but it's for our financial advisor. Are there any questions on it?
Yeah, why are we paying so much?
You need to ask him that. I agree.
Yeah.
Probably
Nice
a
work if you can get
percentage.
it.
It's usually a percentage.
It is. It's tied to the.
I'll make a motion that we approve the letter of engagement for municipal financial advisor for the drinking water state revolving fund as a correction for the last minutes, the new number being $30,265.
Motion by trustee Knotts. Support? I'll support that. Clerk, please call the roll.
Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel? Yes. Trustee Blackstock?
Yes.
Trustee Knotts?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Clerk Matei, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. Okay, new business. Final pay application. Ellen Clark, Meisner Bell River Pump Station Project. This has been submitted and approved by our DPW and our township engineer. It's a final, and it's before my time, but I guess the work is done. I didn't hear anything other from anybody. Is there any comments or questions about this?
Nope, finally got it done.
I have a point of order. If you're going to read it into the minutes, the GL number is incorrect.
You want the GL number?
No,
It's
the one that's
incorrect.
on here is incorrect. I can read you the correct one.
Okay.
It's 590-539-970.08. .08.
0.00 on the end?
No,
or-
.08.
.08.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll make that a motion. To approve the $14,055.75 final
Mm.
payment.
And the corrected GL number? I'll support. It's dollars, so it'll be a roll call again.
Okay. Roll call vote. Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel? Yes. Trustee Blackstock?
Yes.
Trustee Natz?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Clerk Matei, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. Got background music.
Do we have to dance?
You first. New business, 2, SEMCOG, membership and dues. Membership for 2022, and then dues for the amount of $807.
I have a question.
Yep.
What is this worth to the township?
Quite a bit of data for all of the projects that we do.
You consider it worthwhile?
I do, very much.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions?
Dakota never did.
Hearing none, I hear a motion for approval.
I'll make the motion, we approve SEMCOG membership for 2022 and pay dues in the amount of $807.
I support.
Been moved and supported. Money, so clerk, please call the roll. Sorry. Keep you
Treasurer
busy.
Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Blackstock?
Yes.
Trustee Natz?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Clerk Matei, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. New business, item number 3, credit card policy for township credit cards. Been reworked and looked over by our treasurer here, and want to go ahead and explain that, please?
It just came, a couple months ago now, that the treasurer was the sole responsible person for the credit cards, and that hadn't been the case for a few years, and it was outdated from, I think, was it 2000 was the old one? Yeah, so Cindy and I had several meetings and updated it, based on, we took ours and kind of used, surrounding communities, that had just adopted a new one too, and put them together, and that's what we came up with.
Looks good. I think you guys did a great job.
Buy beer with township card.
Okay.
So we have to read
This
this
has been
right.
updated and changed, right?
Well, it's,
Or is it completely new?
oh no, it's a lot new, but all the same workings that were in our old one. Just,
I would call it new.
yeah,
It's a brand new resolution,
too.
yeah.
yeah,
Well, oh, yeah, it's
You know where I'm going with this.
Branded
Do we have to
policy.
read it?
yeah.
your policy,
That's
it's your
Sandy.
policy.
You're the official resolution reader.
No, thanks, not tonight. Someone else.
Well, you
has
know,
this
someone.
Do we need to read it though?
We
should.
Okay,
I'll let you read it.
all right.
formal motion.
You can read it with abbreviation, you don't have to, I'll do it if you want to.
Do you want to?
Okay.
Okay.
Someone volunteer.
Say
All
hey.
for it.
Resolution 06-2022, credit card policies and procedures, East China Township. Following resolution was offered by Treasurer Hart and will be sponsored later, supported later. Whereas the Michigan Public Act 266 of 1995 requires all municipalities to have a written policy when authorizing the use of credit cards to purchase goods and services for the official business of the municipality. Therefore be it resolved that the following policy and procedures will govern the use of credit cards for official township business. Policy and procedure. A, issuance of cards. B, card use. C, transaction procedures. D, procedures for credit card payment. E, lost or non-itemed receipts. F, records of warranty. G, penalty for wrongful use. And H, employee analysis. The details of those paragraphs are available to be read in the township office.
Excellent
Treasurer
job,
Hart,
Mr. Knox.
And I will support that since Treasurer Hart just offered that resolution.
Okay.
No, it's been moved and supported. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Good job, Mr. Knotts. New business 4, clean water revolving funds 2022, at the PCE contract for project engineering services. We had to, basically, this has already been approved, but we had to kind of break it back out and do it a different way. That's the way Eagle wanted it done, and bond companies to finance this project. It's an amount that's not different. They have to break out the inspection fees and other things differently. So kind of more of a housekeeping thing than anything else. I don't know if Ralph has anything more to add on to it, but.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about it at all.
Okay. It's the amount for inspections. It's,
There's a note in here that says that apparently there was a previous amount approved. And it says approved request, it includes all inspections which were previously considered. Have we approved any money for this activity at all?
That's what you're doing tonight. Their
Okay.
proposal that they presented in August broke it out to design and bid phase, which
Yep.
was approved, and it also had engineering and contract administration phase.
Yep.
That proposal put all of the inspections into the contractor's responsibility, knowing the township would pay for them either way. But they have found that that doesn't give them as much transparency as they would like. If the contractor has those in their contract, they have no control over how many inspections that are actually needed. So they pulled them back underneath their contract, so they'll be fully responsible for those.
Have we approved any money in either of those two items that you just discussed?
No.
We have not yet approved. So
No.
this is the first approval of funds.
This is the first approval of funds for them to begin going out to bid.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
any other questions?
I just have one comment.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not experienced in this, but the inspection costs, I would assume those are a percentage because they're very, very high.
There's an inspection cost per day generally with this, and the number of days times the inspector's cost per day equals that amount. If there's 30 days in there, at $300 is what, $9,000?
How long are we anticipating this to be, like the lining sanitary pipe, there's 120,000 just for inspection.
Yeah.
Is that like a whole year, or like, so what do you have a time frame kind of projected? Just curious. It just seems like a lot, 168,000 for inspection.
The only way I
fees.
can answer that is, since this is a state revolving fund drinking water, the engineer has had to justify his costs to the state for the amount of funding he is requesting for the specific jobs. I cannot say whether this is too much or too little, but this because of the technique that's required for him to get a state approval for how much he's asking for, somebody's looked at it who knew what they were talking about.
Yeah, and in my personal experience, no, but it's all relevant about the type of work that's being done, and sewer lining can take a long time.
I see,
It's not a simple, put a piece of pipe in the ground.
right, okay.
And this gets tacked onto
Just a
the
comment.
bond we're paying, the bond we're going after?
Yeah, it does seem like a lot of money, but it's,
Just
sure there's a lot more in there for the
Yeah.
next one.
You go after a bond, everything goes up.
Right.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, I entertain a motion for an approval for this.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll make a motion that we approve the request for PCE to commence project engineering construction phase work in the estimated amount of $188,500. This amount includes all inspections were previously considered that were previously considered to be under the contractor's responsibility to provide.
I'll support that. We'll have
Roll
to
call vote.
please.
Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Blackstock?
Yes.
Trustee Knott?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Clerk Matei, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. Any announcements from anyone? and/or member comments?
I have one.
Okay,
The House Oversight Committee, in the state of Michigan has held hearings on a series of bills to make changes to the Freedom of Information Act. I urge those supportive of transparency to contact your legislators and support bills 5921 through 5925. They're interesting to read, but just for your information.
interesting to read, really?
Three of them. They're redoing the whole,
What's up?
they're redoing it,
Yeah, they're
remodeling it?
I guess, like lowering the threshold to when people have to get back to residence. And then
Oh.
also, I believe the other thing is if it's something that's quote unquote beneficial to the public, it won't be charged, like, it won't be something that can be charged, so.
Interesting, okay.
Not sure, I'll rush right out and grab that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe when it's final, right? We'll leave that to you.
So long as they open the governor's office to the Freedom of Information Act, I'll agree.
Yeah.
Any other comments from anyone?
I did have something, I totally missed it when we were under the consent agenda, the park meeting minutes of April. They talked about, starting the summer rec program, but I know we're already kind of, middle of May. Is that really gonna happen or not, or?
I have to tell you, I don't know what their intent was with so that's the Rec Advisory Board.
Yeah,
I wish they would have invited me to the meeting, or I could have attended. I don't know what the plan is, if this is long-range planning that they're doing, because if you look, they're talking on the back about all these other possible programs, so I'm not sure where they're at with this discussion.
yeah, they talk about like June and July and even August, but,
Right, and I don't know if they mean this year or as a whole for, like, programming ideas.
Right.
I can't answer that. I don't know.
I was there, but I don't remember, so, sorry.
Who's
Were you there?
Miss?
I was there, but I don't recall. I think they're planning on doing something this summer, but I could be wrong.
Well, so to clarify, they provide a recommendation to the board, and the board hasn't heard any recommendations.
Do you know what happened to that boogie board they took off? I noticed it was gone, because I see all this stuff every day. And if they're gonna put anything back, it just says in here that they took it out.
They submit it to the township board or the park board?
What's that?
The recommendation for the summer program?
Programming goes to the township. The township is, the township board is in charge of the recreation programming. Parks Commission is only charged with the property acquisition, maintenance, and disposition. So that's why we created the Recreation Advisory Board. Just happens to be the same group of people, but they do a separate meeting within their meeting and discuss programming.
I see.
And that programming then is brought to the board, and then the board would weigh in as to what they want their township recreation programming to look like.
And where does the funding come from that?
That's in our budget. It's
Okay,
budgeted
that's
for.
budget, okay.
At least the summer program has been budgeted for the past 3 years.
We might want to maybe shoot them an email to that effect, because they never did that before. They
They're
never
aware.
came to the
I
board.
have,
That was
yeah,
changed.
they're aware.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll follow up. I definitely need a meeting with a couple of the members.
I do have one question. Maybe I should not say, but I'm going to. Since the township manager comes to these meetings, and now we're all the way done, do you have anything that you would like to bring to the attention of the board?
Today, no.
Thank you.
Today, I'm good.
That's a surprise, though.
I think might be a thing that the supervisor might want to do when we're passing around for comments. Never mind, but you got the idea.
yeah.
Yes.
I think it should say member and manager comments. What do you think?
It usually does. If somebody comments,
From here on
it
in?
gets written in.
There we go.
It gets written in the minutes that way.
Yep. Anyone
That way,
else?
You gotta be careful when you open your big mouth, like me. I'm not careful enough.
Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Support.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.